hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And boy, do I have a treat for you in this episode. It is a beautiful sunny February day on the Isle of Skye. It's my first day here on this adventure. It's been a few months since I've been on the Isle of Skye, and I'm away to go to a place that I've never been before, always meant to go. That's my first stop, down near Elgol, Spar Cave. Let's go on a wee adventure. So I've never driven down this road towards Elgol in Skye, and oh my god, the full Cuillin Ridge on display. It is sensational. I love it. I'm so excited for this. I must admit, this has been on my list for a wee while. And I think it's just past that house gate that's here. I think that's us. Right, so I'm not actually sure how to get down here, but I think it must be around that way. I don't know if I'm actually going the right way or not here. I can imagine this being pretty slippy when it's wet. It's quite muddy as well. And now going down these sections. I'm assuming I'm going the right way. I don't actually know. Soon find out. And something I must stress as well, you can only come down here at low tide. So an hour before, imagine you'll be fine. I'm pretty much bang on low tide here. If you get caught out, you are in trouble. So if you do come here at some point in future, please be careful. And don't say I didn't warn you. Whoa, this looks pretty scary, not gonna lie. Right, let's go, shall we? Whew. Gonna be wet. Okay, so that wasn't the actual entrance. I need to try and find it. It's maybe the one just along a bit. It's not that one. I don't think it's that one either. I think it's maybe back the other way because there's nothing there and I can't get across there because there's too much water in it. It is low tide. Maybe the tide's just not quite low enough today to get to it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not entirely comfortable being here when the water is still quite high up to where I am. So I'm going to go around the other side and see if it's round there. The water seemed a bit further out there. I really hope I find this. That was that bit that we've seen from above. Let's try around here. Is it in there? So even though it's low tide, the water is quite high up. It does make me a bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I think this might be it. That might be the gap. Right, camera away. Let's see if I can get to it. Oh, I just ran through that bit. Thought, let's just get here. I think this could be it. Oh, it must be. Wow. Oh my God. That is just pure mud. I'll try the other one. Whoa! Oh my God, this is pretty scary. I ain't gonna lie. Whoa! It's so tall. Oh God. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God. Surprisingly, this is actually quite grippy, this deposit. Oh, Jesus. Oh, the shades. This must go on for ages. Now I really want to go up there and I want to spend some time in here, but I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit nervous about how high the water was outside. Even though I've come pretty much on low tide and I'm on my own, I don't feel comfortable. So I'm going to get back out and call it a day, but this is definitely going on the list for another time. I might even try and see if they do some cave tours in here, because this is absolutely unbelievable. I did not expect this depth and size. Wow. Oh man, that is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I just wish I had the gumption to stay a bit longer and take it all in. I'm just not comfortable. I really hope that they do some sort of like cave guiding here or something like that. I'm definitely coming back. So that first bit when you come down, turn left, that takes you to these two, and that one there. Whew, I'm definitely coming back here. I'm not gonna lie, I was shiting myself. But the water, yeah, I'm just looking down now. The water's already starting to come up the rocks that I was stepping over to get here. So I think I made a good choice. You have to watch your feet here. And I've got my hiking sort of approach shoes on, which have got a really good grip. But the vegetation obviously on the rocks, bit of seaweed here and there and things like that, does make them awfully slippy. Maybe the tide, you know how you get different moon cycles with the tides, spring tides, and I can't remember what you call the low tide, the lowest, but maybe the tide just wasn't out that much today. That's all I can think of really. I came up that side there before, so I'm gonna have to take some stepping stones across. I'll cross back over here. Missed that one out, that's the thin one. That should be the next one. Oh man, that was awesome. Thoroughly enjoyed that. You do get a bit of a sweat on coming back up the hill. But if there's any advice I could give anyone that is thinking about maybe making this stop, wear a waterproof jacket if you do go further into the cave. And I would arrive an hour or so before low tide. I arrived right on low tide. So if you come an hour before, then at least you know you've got another hour of it going out still. So you can't really get caught out and put your mind at ease. And one thing I probably better say, it's February, right? So the roads are quiet, Skye's quiet, it's the way I like it. But there's virtually no spaces down at that gate or near that gate. You're probably better parking further up the hill when you come through Elgol. There's like a car park overlooking the harbour. Probably better starting there and just doing the longer walk down. It is just residents, houses and passing places. I found one sort of space which was fine for my van. You could maybe get 2 cars in it, but other than that, I don't really know where you can park really. And passing places are for oncoming traffic. They're not for you to park in and go cave hunting for an hour. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get parked up for the night. And I've got just the spot for it on a night like this. So I have decided, just en route to my park up tonight, I'm going to take a quick detour, seeing as the tide will still be pretty much out, to a quite incredible volcanic black sand beach that wouldn't look out of place in a holiday brochure for Iceland. Some of you might be familiar with Talisker, the whiskey. That distillery's pretty close by. Now that beach is called Talisker Bay. So I will say this, driving down a Talisker Bay, it can be pretty treacherous. The road isn't in particularly good condition and there's potholes everywhere and some of them are quite deep. So in a small car, you really need to take your time, I would suggest. You could definitely pop a tyre if you're going too quick, going over some of them. I mean, I'm crawling over them and I'm in a big van. Now when you get here, there's not much parking. It's all kind of at the side of the road, and there's a couple of wee bits to park, but there's not a lot of spaces, so just bear that in mind if you do come down here during seasonal months. There's not a lot of space, and you can't park down at the bottom. It's just used as a turning point. Anyway, let's get cracking. So from here to the beach, you've got probably around about a 20-minute walk. It's a nice day today, so it's good. Just get the legs stretched. Right, so walk complete, just at the top of the beach here. You know, like I said earlier, it wouldn't look out of place in a sort of Iceland holiday brochure or something like that. The black volcanic sand, the surrounding cliffs and waterfall off the cliff. Although the waterfall is pretty tepid right now, but if you get here when it's full flowing, it's quite incredible. So now it's a clamber over all the boulders and boulders with the seaweed on them to try and get out onto the sand itself. Nice afternoon for it. Now you're already starting to see some of this black sand. Look at that. It's actually glistening. Look at that. Now to really see the patterns and to see it, check this out. And that is why I love flying my drone so much. I mean, the way the black sand, when you're walking on it, when you touch it, it's kind of glittery. It is amazing. But being able to send my drone up and actually see where I am from a bird's eye view, and you can really see the patterns in that sand. And I've always found at Talisker Bay, the water has got this strange sort of greeny colour to it, which you can only really see when you put the drone in the air, you know. But yeah, I just love this spot, and I'm going to have some collection to look back on when I'm much older and much greyer. Right, so I hope I don't run out of time for this sunset at my park up tonight, but seeing as I'm quite close, I've decided I'm going to go to the Oyster Shed. Now, I love my seafood, and the oysters here and, you know, the fish and chips and stuff you get is top notch. Hopefully it's not busy because the parking is a total nightmare when it is. This is one of my favourite spots on the Isle of Skye. It's open all year round, 11 till 5, and the seafood's incredible. Unfortunately, it's a bit late. There's no oysters left today, but check this out. Absolutely incredible. Way to go to my park up for the night now and hopefully get a decent sunset. Jeez, that looks like fires up there. Oh. February. It must be deliberate, are they? Oh. Never seen that before. Actually, just about to pass the Three Chimneys restaurant. I've never been. I would absolutely love to go at some point. I'd need to double check, but I think it might be a Michelin star restaurant. Regardless, it's got an amazing reputation, kind of, I'd imagine, sort of fine dining experience. I would love to try it one day. Not a bad view outside my van. Well, I've got my cup of tea in my flask and it looks like I've just made it. Gonna get this sunset. Check this view. that was awesome. It's just a great place to park up. It really is. Lighthouse is absolutely stunning. On a really clear, nice night, honestly, the sunset is just out of this world. And I've got the cliffs right outside my door. It's just brilliant. Anyway, time to cook and then get settled in for the night. Join me next week for a hike to the mythical yet rugged landscapes of the Old Man of Storr, before heading north past Kilt Rock and Milk Falls onto Ancorin Beach to go hunting for some dinosaur footprints. Like and subscribe for more van life adventures.